Davrin writes a lot of notes.
He's got a lot on his mind.
Evka has a lot of maps.
She's not leaving things to chance.
You mean the blight eruption? Do you think there's more of them?
I don't know. But Antoine and Evka, this is what they're good at. Poking around this sort of thing.
The weird stuff. That's what the other warden said.
Yeah, the weird stuff.
You stopped the blight eruption.
Evka said the blight reacted here.
It did, but the wardens were ready.
Rook, good to see you. You all set?
Rook stopped the Autumn. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
There's really no clue who it is.
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
I thought you were going to threaten me if I heard Nev.
Sorry?
Before, when you asked if we were seeing each other.
Oh, definitely not. Nev could wipe the floor with you if she had to. So no need for me to threaten you too.
True. Need anything? I thought the Antam would shut down our shop. But after they saw our replicas, they let us stay. They laughed a lot.
You've got something to hide. I'll spot it.
Can I help you find
Spectacular
anything?
use of our shared time together.
The crows are patriots. Why not stand with them?
Patriots? They're a flock of hired killers. You haven't lived with a distant king appeasing fools. Power belongs in the hands of the proper officials. But no, let the mascots decide policy. How could that go wrong? Any more platitudes or naive questions about the best way to fail a city?
You know, ENVtuber, you're a real pleasure to talk to.
I present facts to criminals who think immunity to poison is viable foreign policy. I don't suppose you could convince Noah to go bother someone else?
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antam flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
If you really do love this city, you'll tell me where the gods are holding their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The Butcher was our contact, and he's giving himself all to the Blight? Finish them off! We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
By turning himself into a monster.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who would believe it?
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Come, look. I wait among the drowned.
The Blight is hurting a lot of people. But it's good to see everyone help each other.
Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice. He's changing.
Welcome
See?
back.
The cough. Cough's all gone. I see.
Enjoy the feeling of rich Trevisan leather. Welcome. Please, have a look.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antam.
How's that thing going to tell us about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Ready when you are.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Acting, fighting, witnessing! This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
Ready, Rook.
left of him.
Say the word! Understood.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
Actually, kinda surprised the butcher didn't lie.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
You godless traitor! You weren't powerless against the Butcher, you were working with him!
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Sometimes there's no good choice left, just a bunch of different bad ones. A leader owns the consequences of that choice, no matter what they are. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgarnon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Eventually.
Many things bothered me about Eventually, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Eventually all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Eventually will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Eventually left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Eventually keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Eventually.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
How did no one see Eventually's betrayal coming?
Perhaps they did. There's a difference between knowing and being willing to stand.
They were someone else's problem, and the city paid the price.
Tell us if you find Jacobus, Rook.
He blames Eventually for his family's death. I worry he may try something rash.
There must be fewer Antam now.
It's their nature to step into roles, fill gaps. Eventually is taking advantage.
Let them. When this is done, that name will only be spat.
Please, not another. The floors of the diamond suffer enough.
I hope the butcher's death didn't go unnoticed.
Eventually may still have control, but the veneer of occupation has splintered.
Viago means people are no longer as afraid. His poems are more welcome during our gentler pursuits.
I do not recall any gentle pursuits.
All this blight. What do these gods want with it, Rook?
The gods think Blight can somehow rebuild what they lost.
Ah, so they are mad.
Good luck out there, Rook.
Treviso can be free if we work hard enough.
you doing, Tosh? Sleep well last night?
You were there. You tell me.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll go back to Evka and Antoine. Learn to be wardens again.
Right. Oh, that's great. But just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Lara, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
We've much to examine.
The halls await.
Hi again.
Well met.
Arm yourselves.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam and DaVinci is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what DaVinci is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
DaVinci.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless and now DaVinci will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is DaVinci planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Veinchy is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight, the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Veinchy from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Veinchy's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Veinchy would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
I heard the butcher.
There's the garrison.
First Talon, as if you weren't fancy already.
I try.
And Ilario.
He made his own decisions, and he'll pay for them.
Hopefully his information proves useful.
Onto the garrison and the governor. The courtyard looks empty.
No guards. Where are the Antam?
Veinchy must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Veinchy's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Intruders! Calm them down. We can escape across the roof.
Good one, Rook!
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Veinchy's Antam were trying to run. Blighted.
Veinchy! Traitor!
Wait! Jacobus?
poisoning it!
Treviso.
Finale moves yours.
Nice work! Ready, Rook?
Beautiful work, Nick.
Okay, now for Veiilguard.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the light takes me!
A strange aura in the air. Something's wrong.
Wait, these aren't unreal.
I see the comic is working.
Look at that.
End this!
Your turn. I'm ready. Let's go. Now's your chance.
I told you what! It won't end any differently.
Get out of there.
Don't you give up!
On it! I've got the setup to press.
If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city, but it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
The crows. The citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight. They're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso eventually, to protect it, but you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
gave me a compliment. It wasn't that.
The Anthem have...
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
Eventually is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Anthem remain, though with Eventually gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
Hassan? You in here, boy?
Harding, I'm sorry for prying. I'm just happy, you know, for you and Tosh.
Thanks. And don't worry about it. You weren't prying.
Oh, good. In that case, I have another basket for you.
Oh, that's so sweet, but I'm still not sure I got the last one.
So Tosh, look, Lucanus and I are...
I get it.
Get what?
He's a crow. Dangerous. Deadly. You have to trust that he won't kill you every time he touches you.
Oh, no.
And you're a mage. He's a mage killer. It's like you're his prey.
Not what I'm into, but thanks?
Anyway, I'm happy you two are doing it.
Thanks, Tosh.
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together.
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
If you could find a way, imagine what it could change. It would give hope to so many people.
I must start with one person. From what we've seen, changing the world is better done by degrees.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
demon who's worked in a team, saved people, and made friends.
He'd lose them if I cast him out.
You keep saying that. Like you'd miss him.
He's been part of me. He'd be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.